It's too hot to think, so this episode will probably turn out like us. Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons and on to Skelos Badlands, and I should have practiced this level and I didn't, for reasons you will see forthwith, but first, story. Seems like I picked a really appropriate day to record this level, because it's so hot out here in the real world. Hello there, friend.
Hey, Dragon. I hear you're pretty tough. I bet my cousin Glug you wouldn't be able to make it through Badlands without getting singed.
It's funny how singed is a word, but it looks like it shouldn't be, because it looks like singed. Anyway, there is... by the way, I think you're supposed to use the red rock thing that emerged from the pit of fiery goop to take out those enemies, but you can also flame them. Also, these cacti, destroy them all. There's a skill point for it. Just take my word for it. This is one of the few that I discovered by myself as a child, because I'm just that sort of talented noodle. And you can really tell that this level... Okay, those enemies' heads are supposed to explode when they hit the ground, but that one didn't hit the ground, so yes. You can tell, sort of, just by looking at this level, or more specifically the inhabitants of this level, excuse you, friend, that this is the counterpart to Crystal Glacier, formerly known as Skelos Glacier, which I don't know if I actually mentioned in that episode. I know I... There you go, it blows up. Okay, yeah, so that does indeed happen, I didn't dream it. Right. So... I think I mentioned it when we first arrived in Autumn Plains, but I didn't mention it in the last episode for some reason, even though we literally went to the artist formerly known as Skelos Glacier. So, yes, now, does this work? If it doesn't, I will be slightly sad. It doesn't work. I'm slightly sad. Now that over there, I could do that now, I don't want to. That's the thing that I should have practiced and didn't. So, we're just gonna have to live with me saving that for the end of the level, because I'm fairly sure we can 100% this level on this visit. I just don't want to, because I don't like that mission. It's one thing that I never bothered with as a child, even though it's not that difficult. It involves killing enemies in a set order, and that set order is like, you don't know what the set order is, you just have to sort of wing it. Wow, I missed. Well, whatever. I'll worry about you later. That's another side thing that we can come back for. So... as side missions go, you can beat it fairly easily with just memorization of, oh hey, the enemies appear in this order, so worry about them in this order. But if you don't know what that order is, then it might take a couple of goes, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we got a bone, and now I can go back and defeat this cactus, and also attack the enemy that I completely missed, both of which I missed, in fact, on my first run through this little side shoop. Why are things all side shoops these days, honestly? Now this side area does remind me somewhat of Toasty from the first game, just because that had a side bit that you had no obligation to go down, but I went down anyway because 100% completion. Also, look, there's this, we need 16 and we don't have 16. Also, in case it wasn't obvious, you can't kill these guys by flame, because they're made of fire, and fire can't fire fire. You know? Have you ever been? Whoop. Destroy the bones, except we need to destroy it multiply. Is that a word? Because I know multiply is a word. Now, for that matter, if you put a hyphen in there, does multiply refer to any degree of toilet paper that's more than one sheet thick because it's multiply? Ha! Kind of reminds me of, I think it was... I feel like this is a Reddit thing to do, even though I don't follow Reddit, or use it, or whatever the correct word is. But one letter off games, and the only two that I remember are Titanfall, based on Titanfall, where the synopsis provided by the user was just grab boob, fall over. I approve, this is hilarious. And the other one was Monoply, based on Monopoly. You know, the drudgeries of having toilet paper only one sheet thick. Now, I would start a whole discussion about how, what is the correct decorum for wiping the shit from one's arse, but I'd like to think that I'm slightly higher brow than that. Ow. How fitting that I should take damage when getting the 16th spirit particle, because we have invincibility. That's just a thing you can get from power-up gates every now and then I fall apart. Because Bonnie Tyler exists. But never mind Bonnie Tyler, what about Welsh. But wait, Bonnie Tyler is Welsh. I was trying to set up for some sort of, like, you know, Bonnie, Scotland, there we go, Mary Tyler. Like Merry England. But nope, that's just attacking toucans, but a bit drunk. Am I gonna die in here because I ran out of invincibility? And yes, I'm gonna call it invincibility because you can't even stop me. In fact, is this the closest I've come to dying in this entire series so far, being on 0 sparks? Because I've not got a spark. And also, these platforms remind me of fig rolls, which I had as a child, and all fig rolls that I've had ever since have never lived up to the original fig rolls that what I originally contained with my mouth hole. So, I believe my parents and I, as a... Wow, that was... I pressed it to jump and then I didn't jump. As a collective unit, the three of us were playing, I'd say one of the Namco Museum games, because I think there's probably more than one. But for the PlayStation 1. And one of the games within that is Toy Pop. And I don't know, it's just, I remember playing that and having fig rolls, and they were really nice. And as I said, no subsequent fig rolls in my life have ever lived up to the standards set by those initial fig rolls. I don't remember how we opened that box, but I'm assuming it's probably got something to do. Like, maybe there's a rocket at the end of the level that we can launch, because clearly they had rockets in prehistoric times, because clearly this is prehistoric times, not just a world based on prehistoric times, which is actually located in the present. Ha! Yes, ha. Yes, Boon Boon, fight me. I don't remember what the actual quote is, but that's a thing from WarioWare DIY, where you can use various musical instruments to create music, and one of the instruments is represented by an 8-bit or 16-bit Yoshi egg, and it's described as Boon Boon, and then the item description is Boon Boon? Yes, Boon Boon. What of it? Or something like that. Anyway, we have another one of the Heidi Boo vases. Oh, we have to go back in there. Great. I planned this so well, as I'm sure you can tell. But first, let's get the talisman, since we're over here.
Excellent! You made it through the Badlands! I knew I'd win that bet. My cousin Gronk is a fool to bet against a dragon. Take this talisman for helping me out.
Finally, someone who has some respect for the purple Chihuahua race. Except Spyro's not a Chihuahua yet, he's still a dragon. I say that as if I'm, like, mentally pinching his cheeks. Now that I've used that as a description, I must be. And that seems like a unwise thing to do to a dragon, because you pinch their cheeks, they pinch your face. With fire. No. Less of this, you dragon bone child. You just stay there and be dead. Don't even try to touch me. You can't. You can't even lick my chest hairs. Why? Although, I like that. I liked that as a child, that, like, all these platforms have bones on them, but that one's broken, so you can use it as a step to get up here. And then from up there to up here. And from... there's another woodle, and then... everything's woodles and side shoops. And can I not just speak English? Is English even my mother language? I don't know. But since we're over here... oh, got a nice round 100 again. Might as well pop in here, like the... I'd say the Popini sisters. I don't know if they're a thing. And given that it contains the word peenie, maybe not. But then again, paninis exist. Well, okay, Tess. Explain for the lovely people what paninis have to do with penises, because I don't understand how my brain works sometimes. Also, I suppose as a sign of nipple, I should probably talk to this guy, just so we know why we're collecting bones. Hello there.
I'm so sad. Those pesky lava toads have stolen all my friend's bones. If you help me put him back together again, he'd sure be more fun.
Four, really? That's not a 4-star mission, it's not that difficult. That said though, how are they lava toads? They're these weird lizard thingies that come back in another game. The sequel to this, funnily enough. Is this the last one? No? Yes? Yes. Okay, we got the skill point. I don't even know when it starts letting us track skill points in the guidebook. I called it the Atlas at some point, that's because that's what it's called in Spyro 3. But I know we can at some point, but I just don't remember what it is. Like, maybe we have to beat the game, maybe we have to just get good. Stop shooting fire at me. You're not a rapper, stop trying to spit your fire at me. You don't even spit them hot lyric tracks, yo. You're not a mixtape. Stop being on fire. Phoo! I missed. I tried to charge and I missed. And some other meme about missing things several times and then... oh, that's a point. Here's a really fun little story from domestic life. So, we have a small freezer in our kitchen, and for some reason, it's an overzealous freezer. It keeps, like, building up this deposit of ice all, like, on the, like, the inside of it looks like some sort of weird fantasy ice cave, and it's kind of, wow. And I've dedicated the past couple of weeks to trying to de-ice it, and over the course of 3 attempts, the third of which being today, I've managed to actually get rid of these huge chunks of ice building up on the walls of it. And I forget why I started this story. And oh, that's it? Oh, well, okay. Is that it? Are we done? Oh. It is rather rare to see the, like the maximum gem thing. Like, you know, what, the thing that just appeared on screen there, it says 400 out of 400. It's so rare to see that, because of course, usually gems are the last thing you 100%, or certainly one of the last things that I 100% in these levels. So, usually I get orbs and then the talisman, or vice versa.
Thank you, Spyro. Now I can put my friend back together. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. A fairy left it with me a little while ago.
So, we have an orb. Like, usually I get the orbs and then talisman, or vice versa. I rarely finish getting the gems first, but then we have this, and this is... I feel like I should talk over this, just because... I remember loving this and hating this, and it being well-loved and well-hated by the entire internet. I don't know, there's just this really lengthy dancing skeleton, and I don't entirely know why. And yes, this entire animation sequence does return in the next game as well. Whoa, dem bones. So that happened. I believe if you talk to him again, then he will just redo that dancing sequence. But with that said, we have the talisman, we have the orbs, so now there is nothing left for me to do but go and face this fuck trumpet. And I don't want to, because I don't like this mission. I remember not doing it as a child, although I will have had to have done it eventually, because I have 100% of this game before, but still, I don't like the pressure of it.
Spyro, our village is being overrun by lava lizards. Can you get rid of them before they eat my little buddies? I'll lower the bridge for you so you can get over there.
3 stars, I would say this is like 4 to 5. I like that animation though. So you get over here, and then the eggs start doing egg things, and it's sort of not a good time. But they do always open in the same order, so if you just memorize which ones open when, then you should be Gucci. I think I missed one. Yeah. I sort of ran past it and thought I hit it, but then I didn't. Instead I hit my microphone stand. I don't like the pressure of it. But hey, at least it doesn't count as a death as far as I could see. Just because these two hatch at the same time and it's kind of a nuisance. Where's the next one? There's the next one. You stop that. I think they do generally do their best to, like, open, like, each egg opens within the line of sight of the previous one. And then there's that one which is just, like, you stop that. So that wasn't too bad.
Well done, Grasshopper. Take this shiny, thing we found to aid your journey.
But here comes the fun part. That was only the first half. Yay, we have to do it again.
Uh-oh. It looks like more lizard eggs are dropping down. Are you ready for another challenge?
No, but I have to. See, 5 stars. You see, they mean bismuth. I've seen some bismuth crystals in real life, by the way. I went to Winchester the other day, and there was a gem shop, and it was glorious, and they had bismuth crystals, and they were expensive, but pretty. Knees! Right. You eggy fucks. Will you all just behave, you children? 3 all at once. Well, there's fun. Am I even chasing them in the right order? I can't tell. Where was it? I didn't see where that one went. Literally 3 hatched at the same time. I think I got it. Where is the next noodle? Oh, they're both over there. That will be why I failed last time. And I know, I'm fairly sure I missed one, and yeah. How are you supposed to get to those? Fucking hell. Wow. Like, literally fuck in hell. Go to hell and fuck there. Really? I was doing so well. Whew! Okay, I did it.
Thank you for helping us again, Spyro. You deserve another shiny thing. I was going to use it as a nightlight.
Did you see how nearly I fucked that last one up? He was in the air and about to die. Why is there not a whirlwind here? There's supposed to be a whirlwind here because I came down from up there. Okay, I'll just meet with the portal then, fine! In case you notice it later, I picked up an extra life on the way here because there was that vase over in the distance that I happened to stroll past. Send it into Harry Hill, you might get £250 if... Is You've Been Framed even still running? Because all they ever show on ITV are repeats at this point. And to anyone who doesn't live in the UK, that will mean absolutely fuck all. Also, does the title screen of this game look familiar now that we've done that? Now, I would say, oh, maybe there's time for another level in this game, in this episode, but there probably isn't, so let's just do Metro Speedway instead. Woo! This is probably gonna suck, because I remember I think basically every Speedway apart from the first, I don't remember anywhere near as clearly. So Ocean Speedway I remember not being that bad. Metro Speedway, I don't have a fucking clue. So we have pigeons on light switches, as they do, you know, that's typical pigeon fare. Oh, they're not all light switches, apparently, some of them are others. Some of them are others. Which way do I go? We have people who bunge, we have bungees and bungers, bunge nipples. So the fun thing with these guys is, I believe, you can... Okay, it looks like we're going backwards, and that bothers me. It does rather look like with the bungee jumpers, you can hit them. I believe you can also hit their bungee cords and the anvils that they're using as anchor weights at the top of the thing that they're on top of. So that's a thing, and we're in the middle of a split path that goes two ways. Like, we could go either way through the remainder of the arches, and so I feel as though I'm going the wrong way. Oh, there are more bungee cords, so clearly we're not doing that badly. Where are the rest? Where are the rest, though? Knees. I don't remember the Speedway very well. Oh, there they are. But still. And as is Speedway flight level tradition, I could have pulled this run back, but then I missed one at a crucial juncture. But where are the remaining arches? If I can sort of get one arch, I might be able to salvage this run. Please? Oh, come on, I was just about to touch it. I don't know what the correct procedure through this level is. Clearly I was going in roughly the right order. Alright, pigeons, let's give it another go. Good luck, no time to take a bath, and other crazy taxiisms. Which is a game that I grew up watching my father play, tried to play it for myself. What the fuck are the controls? Okay, maybe I'll go this way. Maybe that will do a less bad. Like, if I go around this way, and then sort of wrap back around with the bungee jumpers, maybe that's the correct spef. Thought I missed the first one, apparently not. Whoa, I'm so glad that you can hit the cords from these, otherwise this would be an absolute arse party. For which I make no apologies, but for which the game clearly should. And spare a thought for the fact that I'm having to commentate this as well. Okay, there's an arch, which I should probably be charging through because it's a bit quicker, but hey. Okay. I'm going to follow the arches for the moment, and then hopefully that should lead me into such a way that I can wrap back around and get the signs, whatever signs they may be, whether they're slow signs or stop signs. Why are you taking me this way? Why are you taking me this way, game? But we should be fine now, because these are in a fairly straightforward row, so yeah. This absolutely isn't the way you're supposed to do this Speedway, but hey, whatever tickles my boat and works. Without further a doggy do or a poo, as was... Okay, where's the last one? There's the last one. Should have more faith in myself. In the words of Crufts in, like, 2008. Which, by the way, 2008. Any year that begins with 2000, it's 2000 and number. My God, America. Okay, so we've done that. All that remains now is to find the bonus mission. I know it's behind a waterfall, I just don't remember where. I did see it in my initial run. Is that... Oh, it's here. Well, that was easy. Hello there, friend.
We've been having a crime problem here in Metro Speedway, but I think you might be able to help. A band of cat burglars have been raiding my re-election funds by scaling the walls of the buildings. Would you be willing to help get rid of them?
I remember this being ridiculously hard, and I don't remember how or why. This'll be fun. Also, he looks like an Irish stereotype, and I don't know why.
Great! The hunter has been able to knock the scoundrels off of the buildings, but we need you to catch the loot before it lands in the canal and is lost. The hunter is waiting for you outside. Good luck.
The Hunter. The Hunter. His name is Hunter. Does that mean that his name is Hunter the Hunter? So this probably involves precision flying, and I'm not okay with this. Loot! Oh, well, they have parachutes. That's not quite so bad then. But 12? You expect me to find 12 and catch? 12 and catch? And more money? And for that matter, Hunter, like, his speed is so thief. How am I supposed to, like, keep up without going too fast, but then also too slow? And, like, what is speed? Also thief. Like, F-E-E-F. And it's actually going surprisingly well so far. Where are you? Okay, thank you. Just, that was onomatopoeia once in a comic for what I think may have been a fart through a gas mask. Like, a gas mask around an anus, but then fart. In the same way that chuffed is, like, onomatopoeia for shitting. You're welcome for this mental image.
Well done. You really taught those crooks a lesson.
How did I do that on my first attempt, though? That felt harder than it was, teehee. So, that's Metro Speedway. I didn't think it would go that well, to be completely honest with you. I thought I would struggle so much, and yet I didn't. Woo! So, on that note, I have been and will continue to be entirely too hot to be recording, but here I am anyway, also tessellating hexagons, and in the next episode we'll move on to Scorch, formerly known as Scorch Dunes. I believe that's the next level. Well, I'll just see you there and then, that's too hot to think.